With an ingenious premise, stellar voice acting, and impressive visuals, Disney Pixar's Toy Story was the defining moment for computer animation in mainstream cinema. My name is Jeremy, and I host Listening to the Movies on 101.7 Silver Radio, or on www.civl.ca. I play classic hits from great film soundtracks, and part of last week's Double Show, which featured The Jungle Book, I will be reviewing the Toy Story films for this video. Toy Story's origin is that of doubt and risk. Being the first major computer animated picture to not be a short film, Pixar took big risks bringing Andy's toys to life. In the original concept, the cowboy doll Woody was supposed to be a wise ass who wasn't well received by his other toys but didn't seem to care. It was only when Joss Whedon and other creative minds joined the project that the film became what it finally was when it was released in 1996. Of all the three films, 1 and 3 have the most obvious themes and messages, while 2 can be difficult to decipher at times. The first film is about respect and care that one should give to their toys or possessions, and how we should treat them with the love and safety that we would treat normal people. The third film was about knowing when to let go of the past, and how you should give your toys away to people who you know will love and care for them, just as you did when you were a younger child.
Toy Story 2's message is always debatable.
Its message can sometimes be seen as that we should not treat our toys as items of wealth in terms of money, but in terms of how much they mean to us. While it was a good message, it didn't answer the fact that Andy would obviously forget about them, and this aspect was left to the wayside until the third film came out. Out of all the 3 films, the first one is my favorite, followed by 3 and 2. The references and jokes in the films relate to everything from films like Star Wars or Aliens to other children's books or shows. I even admit I wondered what my toys were doing when I was not around when I was a younger kid after seeing these films. It had great voice work by Tom Hanks and Tim Allen. The thing I always find odd about these two is that Tom Hanks is a well-received and rewarded actor, while Tim Allen is at best known for playing Santa Claus and Tim the Toolman Taylor. Despite their differences in careers, they work well together and it pays off in the end. The soundtrack is decent, with songs sung by Randy Newman and an alright score written by him as well. While the songs were definitely entertaining, and the score at times helps establish characters and themes, it gets tiring after listening to it for 10 minutes when you keep hearing the same horn notes and violin strings. The soundtrack for the first film consists of 16 songs, 4 of which are vocal, which leaves 12 songs written to the music. These 12 songs, while sounding nice at times, all meld together, and unless you're checking the counter, you can never tell when the song has changed. For my opinion of whether you should have these movies? Well, let's just say that when Toy Story 3 came out, they had a special triple pack edition which featured all films. If you haven't seen these films in a while or ever, I would highly suggest you buy that. It is worth every penny. I own all 3 films, the first 2 being on VHS, which tells you how long the gap was between 2 and 3. If you want to hear the podcast of the show along with the Jungle Book section, click the first link in the description. If you want to catch up on the next video, click here to subscribe. Finally, to see my other videos, click here. Thanks for watching. One thing I forgot to mention, if you can find or if you have the old VHS version of the first Toy Story film, it is quite interesting to watch all the old ads, both for the video game versions of the movie as well as the ads for the old Disney films that were coming out at the time, like Hercules or the re-release of Bambi. It's all good and fun, and I actually found it quite funny at times.